Hey there, Dr. Karen here, and I just finished a resource that I'm really excited about. So I wanted to just pop in and share it really quickly. It's called the Clinical Leadership Manifesto. It took me a long time to get my thoughts together to create this, but really the whole purpose is to help professionals who are working to support K-12 kids feel more empowered in their roles and also to be better leaders so that they can make an impact on their caseloads that they have now, but also make an impact on the way things are done in their facility, their community, and their field as a whole. So I wanted to share a little bit about what's in this manifesto, what it actually is. If you are wondering what the heck is a manifesto, it's basically just a written statement or a declaration. If you actually Google manifesto, that's the definition, but basically a declaration of someone's views. So basically, it's a declaration of my views on leadership as it applies to educators and therapists, and basically just my thoughts on leadership after being in the field since 2004. After spending 14 years in the school systems, getting my doctorate, doing a lot of administrative projects, and mentoring clinicians and teachers. So just my thoughts on how to show up and be a leader, make changes in your facility, and again, feel more fulfilled in the work that you're doing with your caseload. So obviously, if you are somebody who's working with K-12 kids, you know that it is a very bureaucratic system. There are a lot of things that get in the way of effective services, and it can be pretty normal to feel disempowered at times. So that's why I wanted to publish this manifesto to give you kind of an optimistic outlook. But I will tell you that some of the views in here seem a little bit pessimistic on the outside, but actually that's not true because I am a realist. I think that the way that we feel empowered is by preparing ourselves for adversity and learning how to mitigate risk so that we can put ourselves in a place where we have the space to think about our big vision and then also leverage the assets and resources that we have. If we are always putting out fires and stressed out, it's going to be really hard for us to be resourceful and think creatively about the way that we do our work. And also, it's going to be really hard to really think of ourselves as a leader, especially if you aren't in a designated leadership position. So I wanted to just run through really quickly the chapters, or I guess the sections in the manifesto, just so you can get an overview. And I'll also share a link in the video description so you can grab a copy as well. So the first shift is about embracing shit sandwiches, otherwise known as finding your passion. So that's the first shift. The second shift is about creating systems before self-care. The third shift is about why therapists and educators are leaders in disguise. The fourth shift is about how to create or how to develop your BS radar so that you can effectively lead in a way that is in line with evidence-based practices. And then the final shift is about learning how to leverage your assets and resources so that you can make a bigger impact with your services. So check it out if you are interested if you are somebody who is working with K-12 kids and you are wanting to really figure out a way to make a change and make a bigger impact with your services. If you want to learn how to be a better leader, whether you are considering a leadership position in the future, or whether you just want to feel more empowered in the role that you have right now. So check out the link. I'll share it either in the comments or in the description below this video so that you can learn how to really find your inner leader and make a bigger impact on your students and the clients